Hi everyone, this is CJ with Cycletron. Today I want to talk about the top 5 fastest Harley Davidson motorcycles. Now, being super fast isn't really the point of most Harley Davidson motorcycles. I mean, they're known for being comfortable on long distance tours or just cruising around town. But the fact is, most Harley Davidson motorcycles are faster than most sports cars and most muscle cars for that matter.
Please note that the performance numbers came from the 0 to 60 time website. So let's start with number 5. 2007 FX DSE Screamin-Eagle Dyna, which is a CVO model, had the 110 cubic inch twin cam engine. When it came out, it had a $25,000 MSRP. You can get them now for around $9,000. 0 to 60 time is 4.2 seconds, 12.3 second quarter mile time. I mean, the bike looks great. Has a 200 mile fuel range. These were produced at the former Kansas City Vehicle Assembly Plant. Only 2,400 were produced for the 2007 model year, which is interesting because in 2006, that was Harley's peak production year at 350,000 motorcycles. The bike has 89 horsepower, 105 foot-pounds of torque, which at the 709-pound wet weight works out to 8 pounds per horsepower. So it's a pretty interesting bike. Number 4, 2017 Sportster XR1200. Now this was a Europe-only model. They discontinued the XR1200s in the US after 2012. Had a pretty high compression at 10 to 1. Had Buell performance cam, performance exhaust. At the time, it only had to meet Euro 3 emission standards. In the US, pre-2012 models can be had for around $9,000 today. At the time, it had about $11,300 MSRP. Great looking bike. I'd love to get my hands on one of these. So in terms of performance, 90 horsepower, 76 foot-pounds of torque. Bike weighed 590 pounds, so that's about 6.3 pounds per horsepower. 3.3 gallon tank. 0 to 60 in 4 seconds. 12-second flat quarter mile time. Number 3, 2016 Softtail Slim S. Now this bike had an MSRP of $18,500. They're still pretty pricey, around $17,000 on the used market. Again, has the 110 cubic inch twin cam engine, 93 horsepower, 109 foot-pounds of torque, weight of 682 pounds, which works out to 7.3 pounds per horsepower, 3.9 second 0 to 60 mile per hour time, 12.7 second quarter mile time. Another fantastic looking bike. Now we move on to number 2, 2001 VRod. The VRod had a production run from 2001 to 2017. Of course, it had the 60-degree liquid-cooled V-twin engine that was developed by Porsche. 1,131 cubic centimeter engine. Used early 2000 models you can get for around $6,000. Original MSRP somewhere around $17,000. 125 horsepower, 84 foot-pounds of torque. Weighed 619 pounds, so it works out to be about 5 pounds per horsepower. 3.2 gallon tank. 0 to 60 time of 3.5 seconds. And 11.4 second quarter mile time. Pretty interesting bike. And now number 1, the 2020 LiveWire. Now that might catch some of you by surprise, but this bike's got a lot of torque being an electric motorcycle. Has 105 horsepower, 86 foot-pounds of torque, weighs 549 pounds, works out to be 5.2 pounds per horsepower, 3.0 second 0 to 60 time, 12.5 second quarter mile time. Of course, I don't think there are many out on the streets because of the $30,000 MSRP price. And also, I think what hurt sales is the current 100-mile range per charge. But very interesting bike. So if you look back, a lot of these bikes are very interesting. And Many of them could be had for pretty reasonable prices on the used market. So they might be worth checking out. So are any of you surprised by this list? Again, this came from the 0 to 60 time website, but it seems consistent with other research that I've done. Now, I'm curious though if there's time for some new models coming in to this list to crack the top 5. So I'll call them future contenders. We have the Street Bob 114, that's new for 2021. I've done some reviews about this bike. This bike seems really fast and sporty to me. So I'd be curious if 0 to 60 time website updates their information and include this bike. And of course, now we've got the 2021 Pan America with the liquid cooled engine, 1250cc liquid cooled engine. I think this is undoubtedly going to crack the top 5 once performance numbers come out for it. So these are my thoughts. Do you all have any other bikes that you think should be included in this top 5? Do you think other bikes will move into the top 5 going forward? Please let me know in the comments section, and please look forward to future videos. Thanks very much.